Hello guys, welcome to Dr. Science. So today we are going to talk about the vegetations seen in endocarditis. So we will be mainly comparing the vegetations seen in rheumatic heart disease, vegetations seen in SLE or ligament sac endocarditis, and the third one is infective endocarditis. The fourth one is non-bacterial thrombotic endocarditis. Okay. So suppose what first we have to know what are vegetations. So normally suppose you are having a bacteria, so this is a bacteria, and obviously when we have a bacteria in our body we will be start producing a lot of antibodies. So as you can see here we produced a lot of antibodies. Okay, so this bacteria together with the antibody is called as a immune complex. And these immune complexes, not a single one, a lot of immune complexes will eventually go and settle into the heart. Okay, so suppose this is your heart, and this is a rough diagram though, and in this heart suppose this is the mitral valve, and I will draw a separate mitral valve here. So this is the mitral valve, and suppose the immune complexes are deposited here. Okay, so these are now your vegetations, that are immune complex vegetations. So we are going to now compare and contrast the different types of vegetations seen in each type of disease. First I want to talk about draw a table please. The first one is rheumatic heart disease, the second one is non-bacterial thrombotic endocarditis, the third one is ligament sac endocarditis, and the final one is infective endocarditis. Okay, so in rheumatic heart disease the vegetations are very small. What is meant by this? So you can see here, suppose this is the valve, so this is the valve here, and this valve is having some small vegetations, but small vegetations, and they don't cross. Okay, they don't cross the valves, not valves, we can say cusps. So as you can see here the vegetations are not crossing and they are small. In non-bacterial thromboendocarditis they are also small, they also don't cross the valves or cusps, but the only things are they are friable. This is very important. What is meant by friable? Friable means they will eventually break and they will form like a emboli. So what is meant by this? Suppose this is the valve and these are the papillary muscles holding the valve. So here are your vegetations, they are small, right? Similar to rheumatic heart disease, they also don't cross the cusps. The only thing is they may break. Okay, so this is the vegetation which broke, and this vegetation which is broke, that will eventually form the emboli. Okay, that was about non-bacterial thromboendocarditis. Whereas in ligament sac endocarditis they are medium. Okay, and they are found in lower part. What is meant by the lower part? Okay, let's come here. As you can see here is the ligament sac endocarditis, and they are small and they are found in the lower part also. They are not only found in the upper part, they are also found on the lower part. Okay, next we will talk about infective endocarditis. As the name suggests, in order to infect the entire heart, what do you think? Infect the entire heart, they should be small or medium sized or large. Obviously they are large. These vegetations are very large. Okay, and obviously if the vegetations are large, obviously they are going to cross, they will cross the cusps. So what is meant by this? I'll just show you the entire thing. So as you can see, in rheumatic heart disease, this is the rheumatic heart disease, they are small and they are not crossing. Whereas look at infective endocarditis, obviously to infect the entire heart they should be big. So this is a big inoculum, not inoculum, I mean vegetations, they are big, and look at these vegetations, they are crossing, right? Whereas in case of non-bacterial thrombotic endocarditis, they are also small to medium side, but we can call them as small, and they don't cross. But the most important thing is they are friable. It means they will break and they will form an embolism. Whereas ligament sac endocarditis, look, I already told you, they are small and they are not only found on the upper side, they are found on the lower side also, but lower side is more common than the upper side. Okay, so that was about endocarditis, different types of vegetations seen in endocarditis. Thank you.